Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Third Age Reforged. My name is Mighty Eskimo 6 and thank you for joining me today. Today we got a 4v4 on the mountain pass. I will call this the Pass of the Mountain King. I think that's a good name and you'll see why. I just took a look at some other things, but you'll find out why I'm going to call that soon. So let's just go over the army compositions. And so it's a 4v4. There's 4 teams. Right here we have Dale, led by non-2-pack Aquatic. See, guys, 2-pack is not dead. He has dismounted Earls of Dale. Looks like 3 units of them. We have Dalian Paladins. We have some Dalian Spearmen. There's 3 units of them there. We have 3 Lake Town Pikemen and 3 Dalian Bowmen. I mean, that's so easy to do army comps. And it looks like 2 units of Bardian Marksman with 1 unit of Earl of Dale in the rear, and I do believe that is his general. No, it's not. I don't know where his general is. It's probably hiding somewhere. Oh, it's probably in the Dalian Paladins. Yeah, right there. There he is. All right, we'll go on to the next army, his ally, which is Gondor. Gondor is led by Jackaroo. 97. So he has 2 units of Citadel Guard, 2 units of Gondor Infantry. Looks like they're not really armored up, so that's kind of interesting. He has another Citadel Guard and another Gondor Infantry. A lot of Gondor Infantry. How many does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Gondor Infantry. 2 units of Gondor Archers. 3 units of Gondor Archers. Sorry, I can't count. 4 units of Gondor Archers. I really can't count. Another unit of Gondor Infantry. Dang, and another. Dang, that's a very basic but very numerous army from Gondor. And that looks like 4 units of Gondor Cav right there. Alright, we're going on to the third ally that is in this army. Over here we do have the Realm of Mirkwood, led by Cookie Monster 2177. He has Hiri Ek, Hiri Outh, Woodland Protectors, Hiri Lang, Woodland Protectors, Hiri Pang, Hiri Ek, Hiri Outh, and more Hiri Lang over here, along with Elders of the Elven King, because of course Mirkwood would not be Mirkwood without it. We gotta hurry though, because there is an engagement going on. We gotta go fast, like Sonic the Hedgehog. We have Dol Amroth, led by D.F. Allfather. He has some Parrot Hill Horse Guard, some Dornanil Archers, 2 of them right there, some civilians, 2 and more riders over there. We do have Knights of the Silver Swan. That is not his general, but that is. He has 2 units of them right there. We do have some Edhillan Men-at-Arms, several of them, mixed in with Edhillan Halberdiers, and some dismounted Knights of the Silver Swan, 2 units of them, and 2 units of Belfast Marines. Going on to the other team, I guess you could say. And we do have Arthedain, led by Farkin. He has 2 units of Arthedain Marksmen, some Durinine Troll Slayers, looks like 2 units of them, Arthedain Men-at-Arms, dismounted Forenos Array Knights, Men-at-Arms and Pikemen abound, and some Peacekeepers, which look at that. We have dismounted Forest Array Knights, good 200 Swordsmen. We have Wardens of the North, very good Archer unit, and dismounted Knights of Innuminos, and 2 units of unit of Dunedain Rangers and Grey Company. Alright, on to the second defender, who is Numenor the Vengeful One, is running forward with a vengeance. He has Undoing's Shadow Bows and Numenorian cohorts and Numenorian Steel Bows and Seafarers of Nindamos, Royal Guard, Royal Legion of Armenelos, Numenorian cohort, Numenorian Shield Guard as well. Some Royal Guard and more Shield Guard. The Cav has forward his Farazim Nobles. They charged forward into the Hiri Ek. Probably not the best idea because, you know, Hiri Ek with those pretty cool looking spears right there. You know, they're spearmen, and you know how spears do against horses. And then we go over to the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm, led by Thanatos. He has some 4th Legion Shield Guard, Sons of the Fallen, some Dwarves of Khazad-dûm, and Warriors of Khazad-dûm and Orc Hunters of Khazad-dûm. Over here, though, we do have 4th Legion Shield Guard, Hammers of Gundabad, more Warriors of Khazad-dûm, 3rd Legion Infantry, 2 units, 3 units, I can't count, Dwarven Miners, that's 2, 2nd Legion Axe Guard over there, and Warriors of Khazad-dûm in the back. And now for the final attacking army, or army, whatever this is on this side, is Katunakar, the Easterling. He is leading the realm of Lothlorien. He has many Lorient Axemen and Lorient Spearmen. He has Caledon's Guardians. He has more warriors, more archers, Watchers of the Golden Wood, and Woodland Protectors as well. He has Kindred of Celeborn, which I can only assume is his general. Yep, right there is Haldir. We have Riders of the Golden Wood riding out, hence the name, to go and do battle, and I'm not sure where he's trying to go. I mean, if we look this way, it's kind of a dead end. Unless, of course, you really skirt about here and then skirt up and then climb over. I'm not sure you can squeeze right through that, but then if you're skinny enough to, I know I'm probably not enough, then you could have this whole range and it just takes forever, but then you'd be on top. I mean, just then you gotta go down this and then down, 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 down. No, you can't go down because it's too much of a cliff face. But then you'd be on top of Dale. You know, you just gotta get there. Anyway, on to the big rush thing that's going on, because this pass is pretty important. Looks like the Khwarizm nobles are just trying to not be trapped. They are marked, you know, they're pretty good right now, and got the Kyriak. Right now it's just a giant charge forward by the Númenórean troops. They are doing a good job with the Kyriak and Hiri Alth, though. They're doing a good job at stopping them. Royal Legion of Armenelos is just coming in there. And now we got the Seafarers of Nindamos. Looks like they're just trying to... Oh, actually it looks like Merc was kind of giving up now. They're just forming up right here. Cookie Monster could really form up a good defensive wall, like right on, you know, like this line along the wooden protectors. But I don't think he has the numbers anymore, as unless he really commits. Because these Hiriek, though, I mean, they're elves and they're really good. But actually, let's just, yeah, we'll keep it fast-paced for just a little bit longer. There's just so many Númenóreans who are also pretty good quality for what they are. A lot of the Hiriek, though, they are getting separated. The Númenórean steel bows kind of catch, you know, that's kind of a good position. But the Hiriek now are kind of surrounded and outnumbered. Over here, we do have this front line of Hiri Alth and just holding the line. We got more Hiri Lang coming in. Look at those dual wield, that big double-handed sword going in. Doing pretty well. But these Woodland Protectors over here, they are supposed to be reloading. We'll see where that brings them. I'm not sure exactly what or where. We got more coming up. Over here, though, Dol Amroth and Arthedain are having a little fun about it. Knights of the Silver Swan just coming around in the back. Definitely the cav advantage is to not Arthedain, but to Dol Amroth. I mean, it makes sense. They are a cav, slightly heavy faction. Knights of the Silver Swan charging in. And now more Knights of the Silver Swan come charging in. Oh no, the General! Right next to pikes. Will he die? He might die. I mean, that was a good amount of time next to some pikes. He manages to escape, though, but he is getting shot at, so there's that. Over here, though, the front line has not engaged. A lot of civilians just, you know, keep making sure everything's fine. Over here, the Horse Guard charging into the Dunedain Peacekeepers, but the Horse Guard isn't meant for charging. It's more of an anti-cav unit, and you know, they're not doing too hot. There's only 13 and they're about to rout. Over here, though, Dunedain Rangers getting charged by the Knights of the Silver Swan. Actually, yeah, let's slow this down to 5.5 because we do have over here to look at, actually the 0.6. The Dwarves are charging in, 3rd Legion Infantry. They have managed to make sure that Dale does not move off of this mountain pass. Lumbermen, sorry, I did not see the Lumbermen there. They must have been hiding. Dwarven Miners going against the dismounted Earls of Dale, which is a good matchup for the Dwarves because they do have Armor piercing. Pickaxes are meant to mine, and they will mine things from this armor, and they will mine your souls, I guess. Orc Hunters of Khazad-dûm, though, making a little fatal mistake here. They're trying to go into melee. Hammers Gundabad, though, they're going to trade spots and get their giant two-handed hammers in and going swing. Oh, that was a terrible thing for them. Swing, and to represent baseball kind of going on. Yay, MLB. I'm not even sure if that's digital fans. Woo! Arrows come flying into the 3rd Legion infantry by these Bardian marksmen and Dalian bowmen. As long as the line holds, I think Dale has a pretty good shot at it. And never mind, holy cow, yes indeed. Yes indeed. Lothlorien got the Kindred of Celeborn up there. They're really fast. My goodness, that was pretty fast. And oh goodness gracious, that split shot is just causing havoc. It's raining arrows on these very tight formations. Definitely tight formations. And there goes Dol Amroth's general, probably shot to death. Let's go and take a peek at what's going on over here. This looks pretty interesting. Arthedain pikemen doing quite well for themselves. They have charged forward, Arthedain has, with the 4 Nassaran Knights and some Arthedain infantry men-at-arms. Going against the Edhilon men-at-arms. Don't confuse the two. They are men-at-arms, but very different. But right here along the halberd line, they're going to do quite well. However, these Dornil archers, they still have ammo left, I know, because they probably shouldn't. Wait, I mean, hasn't been that long. Over here, there is a flanking maneuver from Arthedain going around the front line of Dol Amroth. Dol Amroth kind of left some of his reserves too far in reserve, if you know what I mean. Dismounted 4 Nassaran Knights going behind the halberds and men-at-arms. This is just a good phalanx thing that could have gone for a lot longer, but now that it's been surrounded, it's not doing all that well. Dunai Peacekeepers, they're really pushing through. Arthedain's doing a good job pushing through this. Good volley right over there into the Dornil archers. And they are not really liking that. Oh my goodness, 80 men-at-arms just routing. That is not good, most likely due to their loss of a general. Over here in the fight between... Oh my goodness, look at what the Numenorians did in such a little time. Well, also the Elves did this. I mean, look at all those shield guard shields. Dang. But dang, Numenor is really pushing it. We do have Woodland Realm Patrol. They haven't had time to fire, it looks like, their bows. They've been straight committed. The Hiri Pang looks like they're also being committed. I mean, the elves are not bad in melee, but they're bows. They're elves. They shoot things. You know, it's better to shoot things from a distance if you have a bow. I mean, can't go wrong with shooting things with a bow and then stab at first, right? I mean, that's kind of how archers work. But definitely over here, the Numenorian cohort is trying to push, and it's definitely going after those Wardens of Amon Lank and Hiri Lang. Whatever. Yes, they're Hiri Lang. I got that one right. But yes, this line, these elves are very thin in number now, and I would definitely say that is kind of sad, because these were both quality factions, but it just seemed that Numenor was able to get, become the big spoon a little earlier, and then the elves were and had the better advantage. And maybe it was that little bit of cav advantage from the beginning, even though there's only 5 left, but it must have done the trick. Going back over here, the Gondor really is trying to help out his ally now. He's sending forward his Gondor infantry, his Citadel Guard. I believe they're still armor piercing, and they're going against the 3rd Legion infantry and some Dwarven miners, so they will hold. But the problem with Gondor is that they're not using this space right now. They're committing all their troops on these 2 units, or 4 units on 2 units. They need to go around and really push and cause some pressure on these dwarves. Surround these dwarves. That way Dale can, they can crush these dwarves in between them, and then Dale can assist with its big range. Over here they do have a very formidable phalanx. Dalian Spearmen could do a little bit better by going in front of the Dalian Pikemen, but it's still a pretty good phalanx nonetheless, keeping the dwarves at bay. But over here, the Dalian bowmen up here, they have managed to gain this high ground. And they're trying to fire and I guess support their Gondor allies. We'll just see where they're firing. No, they're firing into the dirt. They're disturbing the dirt. They're trying to go after these warriors of Khazad-dûm, and maybe that's why the dwarves were so angry. You know, they have disturbed the dirt that they mine. And yeah, the dwarves, they're just charging in. Orc Hunters, 4th Legion Shield Guard. 4th Legion Shield Guard right now, I guess, is going to hold, just in, making sure these Gondor Cav aren't able to go and do some crazy stuff over in behind what the dwarves are doing with Dale. Although they were thinking about it, but now they're going after the Sons of the Fallen. Not that great of a charge. The lances weren't down, but you know, they tried, and they might even get into these Orc Hunters of Khazad-dûm, which will definitely cause problems. But now the realm of Lothlorien is here, and boy, is there a lot of elves. That's not good. Over here, it does look like Arthedain is pulling out the win, although they didn't win too cleanly, or as cleanly as I think one would have expected. Never mind. I'm seeing a lot more Arthedain troops scattered all over the place. These dismounted knights of the Silver Swan are still doing a good job. These Arthedain pikemen, there's still plenty of them. Arthedain's doing a real good job. If Dol Amroth's general didn't die so early, I'm betting they could have done a lot better. But now, more and more troops are routing. Knights of the Silver Swan are routing as well. It looks like only this unit here. We'll head over to what Numenor is doing. The Hiri Pang, Merc was trying to do what it can, but yeah, it's just getting wrecked. Poor Mirkwood. But oh, steel bows firing into the flank. I mean, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, that's got to be really hurting. Actually, Numenor is thinning out quite a bit. Oh, well, that was only the front line. They still have plenty of archers. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that they had so many archers still. Even Lothlorien, he is here. Lothlorien's everywhere. He's a kind of the, hey, I won't have my own front, but I'll help you have your own. I mean, I'll help you win yours. I mean, these Rangers are going to have a field day, I'm sure. Angle isn't the best, but if they had just a little bit better of angle, this line would be gone for, in just like a, snap of the fingers, faster than Thanos could snap his. Over here, the nobles are wrapping up these Greenwood Rangers back here. There's only 3 left, so not much to look at. Gondor is trying to move around his infantry. 2 fronts, kind of. Yes, indeed, Gondor Cav trying to push through. However, there are some going after the spearmen and archers. I mean, very decent combination to get taking out any formidable force. But these Gondor Cav cannot just stand, they can't be there. They need to run. They need to charge. They need to run. Gondor Cav is routing. Yeah, these guys are just routing. Gondor over here, plenty of troops. But again, now, since they didn't take the advantage of going around while they could, the elves have come up and have really strengthened the dwarvish front line. Over here we have Sons of the Fallen pushing down the mountain now. As we definitely can see, I would have, it's definitely not as cool as the Hobbit movies, as, when the elves jumping out, but, it's still good. Elves helping out. But Dale is also trying to help out his ally by shooting at this, the exposed flanks. But it's also important to note that Dale's very defensive faction and doesn't have a lot of things to push through. A lot of Dalian troops are dead here. Warriors of Khazad-dûm, they can totally push, and that is what they're doing. They're going around the phalanx, and yeah, that's probably the doom of Dale right now. Dale could have moved these spearmen over here to plug up the hole, because you can't have holes in your front line. Oh, never mind. Over here they were also the breach, 2 holes. That's not good. And more raining showers of death of arrows, and boy is it glorious. Just glorious. I love it so. That was so great. I love Golden Rain. But you know, Red Rising was also good too. No, sorry, that wasn't. Oh, it's called an Iron Rain. Red Rising, never mind. Books. But dang, that was. I love the rain of golden arrows from the elves. Just so beautiful. I know I mentioned it every video that they're in, but just, I mean, look at that. Doing a great job. Definitely really good placement. And I was the doubtful. I was the Debbie Downer. I didn't even know these guys could get there so fast. The guys were so fast. Very nice. Moving more over around. Gondor's still fighting. It'll take Gondor a while to get going. Over here, looks like Dol Amroth's still kicking. They didn't win, did they? No, they just have a handful of troops chasing after Arthedain. Arthedain probably isn't going to even try routing these guys. They're just two very bloody units of dismounted Silver Swan Knights. Knights and Silver Swan, I'm sorry. But yeah, if any attempt to assist would probably be met with fierce resistance. Yeah, more routing units over there. I can tell based on the mini map that Elves of Mirkwood just died, and Lothlorien's over here, and that is my phone. Terribly sorry about that. No idea who's calling me. It's been happening all day. I've been getting these weird phone calls, and now they're calling now, and I just don't understand. Anyway, Gondor is just charging forward and kind of wasting his troops, to be honest. But he probably knows that the defeat is inevitable, so he's trying to pour his troops into it. I mean, the shield guards here, the spearmen are here. This is one tough nut to crack. And Gondor infantry, especially unupgraded Gondor infantry, they don't have any of their armor upgrades. They won't last long, especially because, you know, they're going to get flanked in the rear over here by the shadow bows. Heck, they don't even need to do anything. They're just going to start shooting at the Gondor infantry. Same with these Númenórean shield bows. Over here, we do have more Númenórean steel bows, and they're not firing yet, but they do have a good angle too. I mean, just look at those bows. Just look at those. Really nice. Gondor over here now is routing. He's sending in the last of his Gondor infantry to help shore up his line, but they're going against the, we'll real time it, going against the elves. There goes Mirkwood's general, the last guy to fall. Thranduil was a tough dude, but yeah, these Gondor infantry, they're doing what they can, but it's just not enough against the elves and dwarves. They're just too strong. Dale holding on barely, but ever since his front line collapsed, his Earls of Dale now are charging around. They're trying to help cause havoc. Probably could have used them a little earlier, like when the holes started to appear. I mean, well, I wasn't watching, so I'll have to go back and check that. But in come the routing Bardian marksmen. They're the 2nd Legion Axe Guard coming in. Dalian Bowmen looks like they're going in melee. They got their one-handed axes. In they go. And down some of them go. So they're definitely trying to help support the front line. Earls of Dale charging in. But over here we have Warriors of Khazad-dûm and 2nd Legion Axe Guard. There's just these are heavy infantry. And the Earls of Dale are more anti-cav camp. So they're, not going to do all that well against, with the charge, but they're still useful. They still have their uses. But the Dalian Paladins, they're giving it all she's got, Captain. Oh my goodness. Warriors of Khazad-dûm, Hammers of Gundabad, and 3rd Legion Infantry. Yeah, these Paladins are fighting a losing battle here, but they're gonna do what they can, and boy are they gonna do a lot, but it's just, there's just so much that they can't. They're gonna get surrounded soon, and it's not gonna be good. in come more of the enemy reinforcements for the Dale. Lothlorian's just being sent in, and Gondor is very, very thin. Gondor's routing. And there goes the Gondorian general. Just died. He was slain as he was trying to pull back into a more defensive position, we can only assume. But these Gondor infantry are routing up the mountain, and I guess it's only Dale left. So as we can see, a player has admitted defeat. Actually, I think that might have been Dale. Nope, Dale is fighting to the very last, or he might concede defeat very shortly. Oh my goodness, I think his paladins are all that's left. A handful of Earls of Dale routing, yeah, his paladins are all that's left. And now the Axe Guard coming in for the rear, and defeat seems certain. And another player admits defeat, and there we go, Dale admits defeat. Yeah, and he couldn't win against that. It was 97 to 53. So very, very nicely done. Too bad I don't see the battle statistics. Not sure why I'm not getting them. But definitely very much a thank you to all of the players involved in this. They definitely did a good job. And it was just a game. Although skill matters. Who said that? But, you know, very good battle overall. A lot of very quick, probably the quickest haul of, mountain pass I've seen over here. It was just this was your regular field battle over here. Arthedain did a very good job of taking out Dol Amroth, even when they were down in the cav department. They were out calved, but they somehow pulled a win. Numenor, I'm sure it was their cav that really saved the day, because it stopped the Elven advance right around here, and that allowed their troops to just come around to this side, get their archers stationed on the side. So when the front line was formed, the archers were behind, and they shot at the elves from the rear. So that's probably how Numenor won, even against Elven skill. And then Gondor, well, Gondor just had a whole bunch of his Gondor infantry. They're good for, what tier they are, but they were going against dwarves and then elves on top of that, and yeah, they just couldn't handle it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and whoever else is watching, thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and week, because I probably won't get another video out until next week. But, anyway, bye!